You send me a message. I don't know. You don't even introduce yourself, who you are. Hmm.
Mm,
If
mm.
you are really if you are working for your seller, you should learn how to introduce yourself because no one will believe you. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, it's true.
In
It's
South
true.
Africa, there is gold in South Africa.
Yeah, there's gold in South Africa, there's gold in Zambia, there's gold in Congo, there's gold in Zimbabwe. So I got everybody and everyone in all these countries.
Well, 98% of gold are produced in Africa. I only handle Mali, Conakry, and Sierra Leone because the seller hired Wilhelmina to handle it. And I'm the extensions of the seller. That is why everybody come to Wilhelmina. But you guys, you don't read what you are reading. You don't digest. And I don't ask for buyers. I tell the world that we are here to do business. Here's the procedure. Here's the carats and the purity. Our selling prices, LBMA less discount. We don't give gold to a stranger without knowing who you are. Because there's so many fake buyers, I'm telling you, especially in Dubai. Hmm.
Hey, it's dangerous. So tell me about Stook Jewelry Markets. What's going on there?
Well, the jewelry manufacturer, they really need the supply. But I would not tell who is my client because that is my client. Hmm. I wouldn't share my client. You know, the buyer come to us and they trust Wilhelmina. I have to validate the buyer. Three things I'm asking the buyer. How did you found me? On your platform, did you read? Not really, go back and read. Because I don't have time to teach people. Hmm. I think you know my language. Hmm.
I love you so much. I love you so much. No, man, you inspire me. Eh? You just give me that oomph, that energy. I love you so much.
Well, this is dangerous business. That is why the seller hired me. My seller lost $24 million on 2019 already.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, my seller didn't listen to me. They were being deceived by the buyer. The buyer said, "Oh, I want to invest in gold," and then they asked for CIF, and when the gold arrived in Paris, the gold disappeared. 450 kilos. And I told my seller, don't believe on buyers. If the buyer cannot show the proof of fund that he has $1 million, to me, he is not a buyer. Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
What? So now, madam, what is the main key to verify the client? What
Well,
should a
the
client
buyer,
ask?
the trader, they are traders. They buy gold and sell it to the refinery because the refinery can make into gold bullion and make into jewelry. I think if you really pay attention reading my platform, I put everything so that the buyer and the broker understand what they are looking for. When my seller hired Wilhelmina, the seller didn't teach me. They hired me because I've been in marketing for 36 years. Buying and selling exactly the same, you have to pay for it. I am a marketer. I market it on behalf of the seller. Hmm.
So now, madam, oh Lord, I'm so like right now. I just don't know what to do because. So you are telling me, souk jewelry markets, I can start there maybe to market from those platforms and then take it from there.
Well, you have to be resourceful. You cannot just copy my knowledge because my knowledge is worth $1 million. Hmm. Everybody go to my platform, you read, then you digest it, you apply that to yourself on how you're gonna position your seller. I am here to position Africa.
Thank you so much. So
You didn't even introduce who you are. You just send me hello. When I when I read your message, I really doubt on you because when you are a marketer, you should introduce yourself. There, Wilhelmina, I am Mr. So and so. I am the seller's marketing consultant, something like that. But you don't know how to introduce yourself.
I'm sorry, Almina. My name is Good Luck Zulu. I'm based in South Africa. I work for miners, different miners in Zimbabwe, South Africa,
Uh-huh.
Zambia, and
So
also
how
in
much is South Africa selling gold? Because during the time many years ago, South Africa is number one gold producer. Many years ago. Mm. And they wouldn't give you their gold to a stranger. Ram refinery in South Africa are buying. Why not just bring the gold to Ram and sell it? Mm.
yes, what we are doing in these scale miners, we were selling it at 48 per kilo. That's what we are looking for.
No, you are just deceiving yourself because gold is not 48. Gold has a value. Your government would not give you certificate of clearance, I'm telling you. I'll tell you why
I
I'm
know.
telling you. There was a guy, he is French, and he was offered $48,000. And he was being told to pay taxes. What happened? He lost money. He knows me, and I interviewed him. He is from Dubai, but his nationality is French. What happened? He was being cheated. Mhm. Because he was offered $48,000. The seller would not tell you what necessary requirement that the seller will provide. You found me on my platform on Facebook. The full extensive procedure is on every page that I have. If you're a buyer, if you're a buyer's agent, if you're the seller's agent, you have to learn how to market your small miner because I deal with a small miner with a big organization. That's why they hired me. And my services is not for free. I don't give buyers. I don't. I don't even teach a broker. This is business. Why should I teach people? Hmm.
Yeah, it's
You got
true.
what
It's
you
true.
got
It's
what
true.
I'm saying?
Yes, man. Yes, yes.
So I hope you wouldn't be embarrassed because I'm very blunt. My goodness.
No, I learned. I
Yeah, go
learned.
ahead.
A wise individual. There's this so-called constructive criticism. I learned from you.
Well, you go back to my platform and read. We are here to market the world. The world is our oyster. It's up for you to position your seller. I am positioning Conakry, I am positioning Mali, I am positioning Sierra Leone. We have tons of gold and diamond. But how the buyer able to get it? Because when the buyer come to Wilhelmina, I have to screen the buyer. Just a few hours ago, I rejected the buyer. Hmm.
Mm. Okay, madam. What I'm gonna do? What do you want me to do now? Do you want me to send the particulars of the particular client which is on hand right now?
Well,
What
you
what
learn how
do
to
you?
find. There's a saying. May I know your name again? What is your name again?
Good luck. Good luck. Good
Okay,
luck.
good
Or you
luck.
can call me Lucky.
Okay, there's a saying. You have to learn how to fish. You cannot just ask to give you the fish because you are dealing with the shallow river. All right. In business parable, you have to learn how to fish and don't ask for the buyer because to me I don't ask for the buyer. I just tell the world here's the gold. You buy, you like it, then we can do business. Yeah.
I like it.
Yes. Now you learn from Wilhelmina. Mm-hmm.
That's a serious mama over there. If you were close enough to me, I would have given you a hug right now. You really you are really serious. You are big time, man. You are big time. You inspire me. You
Well,
know.
that's why we are here. Internet is booming. Look, in um, in promoting the product, I buy products through Facebook advertisement. I advertise. Okay, I advertise that we have gold and diamond, but I never ask for the buyer because the buyer knows how to find me. Especially if you type gold or gold or diamond, my video pop up into your mobile phone. So I don't ask for buyers. So you as the buyer's agent or the seller's agent, everybody's outsourcing, everybody landed to Wilhelmina. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, no, man. I'm learning. I'm taking notes right now. I'm sitting in my pocket. I'm learning from Wilhelmina, and what I'm telling you, I think this, what you call this, it's more like a marriage now. It's till death do us apart because whenever I need help, I'll call you.
Well, you don't need to call me because I don't advise people. I am charging my services to the buyer and the seller. I don't give free service. That's why I do the marketing on behalf of both buyers and sellers. When I travel to Africa, I do charge my services. So why I'm gonna teach you? You have to learn how to fish. Mhm.
Ah,
Oh
you're right.
yeah,
You're right. So
yeah. People say, "Oh well, Amina, teach me." No, when you go to school, you pay your tuition fee. This is business. I don't
exactly,
teach people. So you got my
that's true.
direct point, direct answer to your question.
Yes, man. Yes, most definitely. And thank you.
So and I wish you good luck, and I hope you learn from what you are doing. So South Africa have gold. Help the miner. I just saw the news in South Africa. There was a hostage going on. The small miners, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
In
Yeah,
this
yeah, no,
industry,
I
there's
saw
so
them.
many crook buyers and crook sellers as well.
It's a multi-billion rand industry. That's why you find so much of shaitan in it, you know?
Well, because the government are not giving the miner a license. My seller has an export license. My seller has he owned the mine, so my seller has no problem. And my seller hired Wilhelmina. I don't ask for the seller to hire me. The seller bid my services because I know the market. I used to be in real estate. I was the one who introduced this. I was the one. No such broker putting his or her face on the social media telling the world that Africa is the main source of supply. Hmm.
Mm.
I just
You
been
are
to
the coach.
Africa 2020. From 2011 to 2022. I travel with the buyer. I don't let the buyer travel without me. Why? African sellers is also rascal. Hmm.
Mm, mm, mm,
African
mm.
seller, it doesn't matter if he is my seller. That is why I accompany the buyer. When the buyer come to me, I have to interview the buyer. If you can afford my services, yeah, you can get the gold from us. Wilhelmina's services is very important to everyone. Look at this buyer from Dubai. He's a French national. I interviewed him. He met the criteria. He went to Conakry. He was being offered 48,000. What happened? The gold didn't arrive. Hmm.
Mm.
Oh yeah, didn't
Mm.
arrive because he was being offered to pay taxes. Hmm. You cannot take the gold
So,
out of South Africa without paying valued added tax to the government. Hmm.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's true. It's true. It's
Our
true.
selling price less 8%. If you go back to my platform on Facebook, you go, or even on my platform on YouTube, very clear and simple. Impossible you would not learn. Impossible. This is real
Ah, no.
business, my dear. This is a real business. I am here to clean all the uh, scrupulous buyers and scrupulous seller. In Africa, there's a lot of scrupulous seller as well. A lot.
Yeah, a lot. So tell me, madam, tell me about SPLC. If I request the SPLC from the buyer, is it okay?
No,
Is it
because Africa
possible to?
doesn't deal with its BLC, standard letter of credit. Why the buyer would ask for credit? Gold is cash business. And the seller has no facility on standard letter of credit. The buyer has the facility because he has he established relationship with the bank. But how about the seller? The seller is a small miner. They have a local bank, but the bank manager would not entertain his BLC. It would take 90 days to process his BLC.
So now, what I'm trying to find out what exactly should one request from the client so that we know that
The
we
client
can
has no
adapt to
money.
this client.
No, the client is using the contract in order to go to his bank to borrow money. You understand what is SBLC? Is standard letter of credit.
Mm,
Gold is not for credit. Gold is cash business. Hmm.
mm,
So those buyer asking SBLC to me, he has a difficulty on cash flow. Hmm.
mm, mm.
That's why I told everyone, start a trial. Do not ask for CIF, cost insurance, and freight only. You have to pay the product plus government sales tax. Yeah. If the
So
buyer
now,
cannot afford, meaning to say he has no money. He's going to leverage. He's going to use you, right, to run around, and then at the end of the day, you are going to burn yourself. Hmm.
mm,
So you have to
okay.
you do the research. What is the meaning of SBLC? What is the meaning of CIF? It is you go on internet, search it. What is the meaning? Then you will understand that this scrupulous buyer, he has no money to pay the gold. He's going to borrow money in the bank using the contract.
Mm,
Yes. That's why the
mm,
buyer, when you mention my name, oh, I know Mrs. Ford from Australia, they will run away from you. They will tell
mm.
you, oh, I know that woman. That woman is very tough. Yes. You're buying $1,000,000, and we don't play games here.
Mm.
We don't.
No, we don't play games, honestly. We don't have to play games.
Yeah. So I hope you learn from our
Uh,
conversation.
it's a very informative conversation. It's something that I needed to hear, for my future references.
Well, did your seller explain to you like that?
Never ever, nobody.
Oh, well, you should not be involved in gold business. You should find another job. Hmm.
Madam, no, I love this business. I started selling from the streets when I was a little boy. I love selling. I started selling from the streets. From the streets, I went on to get onto property. I went on to be on timeshare.
Well,
So selling is my
you
life.
know South Africa, that he would not give his gold. The government would not give certificate of clearance. You should understand that. How much is the government sales tax in South Africa? How much?
No, it's event. It's 15%.
How
No,
much?
I'm dealing. It's 15%
They
VAT.
say 15% government sales tax. Mhm. So in
Yes,
every country
yes.
is different. In Cameroon, the government sales tax of the any products, commodities is 17%. In Mali, 7%.
Mm,
In Conakry, 6.5%. In Sierra Leone, 6.5. So in every country has a different. Before you going to handle any marketing, you should know your government sales tax. You should know.
mm, 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 mm.
So most of the buyers are small trader, they cannot even afford. And we are not here to sell a small quantity, minimum of 20 kilos.
Yeah, because the source that I'm using right now, who's got a stock ready, is from Zambia. So the government taxes will be from Zambia.
Well, how much is the tax in Zambia? How much their valued added tax?
They have value added tax. I'm gonna find out. I'm not too sure though. I don't wanna lie.
Yeah, you
I'm
found
gonna find
out.
out and then
Before you sell the gold from Zambia, you have to find out how much is the valued added tax.
yeah, I'll find out how much is their VAT. I'll find out.
And then you add the tax into the price. Mm.
Mm, 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 mm.
Because everybody has to pay the
Okay.
products plus government sales tax.
Yes, yes. No, I will do that, madam. I will do this.
So nice talking to you, and I hope you learned from our conversation. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Likewise, I have learned a lot, and I can't wait to see you in person. When I'm in Dubai, I will give you a call.
So how did you get my number in the beginning?
I got your number on the internet, on YouTube.
Oh, so what did you plat? What did you? How did you found my YouTube? What did you type?
Hey, I find that's why I'm calling you. I found something very. I love the marketing strategy in there. Everything is so clear.
Well, you should read properly. Yeah. You go back and read again. On every interview I have with anybody, whether broker or buyer, I always recorded in order for me to share to the world that gold in Africa is not for credit. Gold in Africa is not a standard letter of credit. It's not.
Mm,
Because you're dealing with the small miners, the transaction is always cash bank to bank. Always.
I love that. I love this.
Without the
I love.
payment will reflect to the seller's cash inflow. The government would not give certificate of clearance that the government cannot see the cash inflow receipt, the payment of the buyer to the seller. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
So your seller didn't explain to you like that. Yeah.
No, no.
So anyway, I hope you learn from my YouTube channel. That is the reason why I always put everything. Every time I have a conversation with anyone, I always do the recording because I want to share to the world that most of the buyer think that, oh, I have to fly to Africa, I can buy cheap price. No, you cannot. The price of gold today on the world market is $64,000.
Mm,
And then the buyer asks for 48,000. That is undervalued. The government will cease. The government will question the seller. And then if the gold
mm,
doesn't arrive, then you're gonna say, "Oh, Africa is full of scammer." Well, you are one of the scammer.
mm,
The meaning of
mm,
scam
mm,
means
mm.
you deceive yourself, and the seller deceive the buyer, and the buyer deceive himself. So both parties are scamming each other. We don't do that. Especially if I'll bring the buyer to my head office, I make sure that the buyer get the gold. But you have to convince Wilhelmina before I'm going to travel with the buyer because I do charge my services. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
So you got my
So,
knowledge now.
hey, madam, thank you so much. God bless you. I think I've got everything that I wanted to hear.
Thank you very much for finding Wilhelmina.
Thank you so much for being who you are, and may God bless you more and more.
Well, you have to understand that this is a very tricky business. You need to protect
Mm,
your seller. You need it. I protect both buyers and seller. I let the buyer
mm,
understand that this is commodity he is buying. If the buyer cannot afford to me, he's not a buyer. Mm.
mm, 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 mm.
So thank you very
All
much. Have a
right.
nice evening. The time here in Brisbane is 11:28 in the evening.
I said it back to you, my dear. You have a great evening.
And you too. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
I
I totally get dimming the cabins to help with jet lag, but as I type this script, it's currently 4 a.m. in San Francisco after I landed, and I'm
I just finished having conversation. The buyer's agent, they have gold in South Africa, and I hope anyone searching for gold, this video, it helps you guys and it helps the buyer as well. And this video is for everyone. Now the full corporate offer is on this video. Before you come to Wilhelmina, please learn how to introduce yourself. Mhm. Do not say hello because my name is not hello. Lucky this guy from South Africa, I've given him an opportunity to talk to me. Now, this video would be live. I just finished having an interview with this buyer's agent. And he's asking for buyer. I don't ask for buyer. And I don't. Mr. Buyer, I don't ask you to buy gold from us. You are a businessman. And you are a gold trader. I know you're searching for supply. We have the supply. You come to us. You prove to us that you are a buyer. Then I would believe that you are a buyer. But if you don't introduce yourself who you are, don't be a ghost person, because believe me, you are going to fail, especially if you come to Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina is very tough and very strict. I done it purposely because there's so many fake buyers pretending to be a buyer, and I want to stop that. If you're a buyer, prove to us. We have the gold, you have the money. The money must be in your bank to bank payment, because of money laundering. And if you're asking CIF or SBLC, you are going to launder it. You're going to leverage. Before you're going to leverage this precious mineral, you have to pay for it first. And then sell it to your own customer. We give you a discount. Our selling price, less LBMA 8%. Take it or leave it. If you cannot afford, then go somewhere else. Thank you very much. And I don't want you to be trapped by the fake offer. There are so many fake offer, undervalue. But when you travel in Africa, the seller will change. Believe me. I can guarantee you, you are going to fail. I can guarantee you 100%. It's better to talk to Wilhelmina, pay her services, come with me. I'll take you to the office. Your reservation waiting for you to inspect. Then that's a time you make a decision, actual after inspection, then to taste the gold, because this is F.O.B. This is not for credit. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening. Don't wait for too long. We are now November 1st. We're almost end of 2023. Now the price of gold getting higher and higher. 2024, the price of gold will turn to $5,000 per ounce. Use your calculator. Multiply that to 32.15. $5,000 per kilo, per ounce, times 32.15. This could be 5,000 times 32.15. This could be the price. I don't know if you can afford. So talk to Wilhelmina now. While the price is 64,000, we give you 8%. If you can afford my services, I can give you 10 to 11%. But if you cannot afford, don't come. Don't come to talk to Wilhelmina, because I don't want to waste my time. You only come if you're a real buyer. All right? Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening.